go. Hello YouTube! I am going to show you guys how to make a Valentine's Day inspired charcuterie board. Hi Instagram and Facebook. Hopefully you guys will follow me there. My name is Rhea Hope there. I'm also filming YouTube over there. So we'll wait for everyone to get here, and while we wait, I'm going to wash my hands. So using soap, rubbing.
I already washed mine.
Should I sing the happy birthday song twice? I waited purposefully to wash my hands with you guys. So we're not worried. And using paper towel, not a kitchen towel, be noted. Okay, so I'm excited to do this with you guys. I've never made a board not for Instagram, so this will be fun. I'm gonna get out a new kitchen towel so I can rinse my hands as we go. Okay, so for a board, I actually filmed like a how to shop for one over on Instagram. So again, if you wanna see how to shop for a board, like planning wise, tune into my Instagram channel, which is Rhea Hope. I'll also have the shopping one over on TikTok as well. So I'm using my big board tonight. So let's fill her up. So I'll kind of try to go through my process, but really you'll find that it's very much just put it on and make it look nice. So I got a lot of my little utensils on Amazon. I will link my board and everything on my Like to Know It, which is a free app you can download. You just search Like to Know It on your app store and you'll follow me there, Rhea Hope, and then that's where you can shop everything. So that's where I got like this little heart-shaped bowl. So we're gonna just dive in. So I shopped at a local grocery store. It's kind of like a Trader Joe's or a Fraser's or a Barron's or a, just like one of the smaller ones. And they have these like really yummy sugar-free little gummy bears. They're really, really pretty. They have like really fun colors. So we're gonna fill up the center part with that. You guys are too far away from my old eyes to read your comments, so I apologize if I'm not answering anything. I will try to go back through and then answer any comments you guys have, but most of the comments I'm sure are gonna be where'd you get the board, where'd you get the bowl, where'd you get your shirt, and I promise I will link all of the above on Like to Know It, which again, search me there, Rhea Hope. So I like to fill things up pretty high so you get like the array of colors in it. And I like to put the, whatever's like the louder of the colors, like right in the center. And then whatever's left over, I tend to bring with me wherever I'm going in like a little baggie. So that way if something runs low, we always can fill it up. All right, so this part I didn't do live. I also washed all of my vegetables and everything I'm using that needs to be washed. I've already washed it, or I have my handy dandy assistant Alexa washing it for me right now too. So everything's been washed. My hands are clean, my rings are clean, just crossing all of it off. So I also did this off camera because it's kind of difficult. I have this little cookie cutter heart shape that we did this brie cheese in. This is a really fun little trick because if you take some parchment paper and put it underneath, you can fill this with jam or jelly or really anything. So we're gonna place that. If I'm doing more than one heart shape, I'll try to keep them away from one another. And then we also have the inside of the heart. This is also another plus side to doing this step, is that you get multiple things from one purchase. So I think this was what, $7, $6 for this cheese, and you get 2 cheeses in one. So that's how I did that. Parchment paper is underneath because we're gonna fill it with some jam. I got this jalapeno pepper jelly that's super yummy. And then I'm gonna drizzle some honey on top of this heart here. Putting it against the board too will also help to feel like you don't have to fill the area. And we'll just kind of go like that, right over top. Honey always is a really good plus for charcuterie boards because of the way, obviously, that it tastes. And then for the jam, hopefully this comes out easy. So should have left it out of the fridge sooner. But we're gonna fill this little heart with this pepper jelly, which is super yummy. And this is also like a cool little easy trick because instead of having to use another bowl to fill the jelly, we're using the cheese. Now I have a ton of different size boards that I do on my Instagram, so make sure that you follow me there to see all the different boards that we've done. I've done a hamburger one, a hot dog one, literally you name it. And then I got more. I knew this would happen. What else was I gonna say? So this board will feed anywhere from 25 to 40 people. And I have such a wide range of how many you'll feed because it just depends on who's eating. If we have some kids in the mix, we have some dads or husbands in the mix, or if we have women, I mean, it really does differ. I made one of these boards for my brother's bachelor party and it fed like, I think there was like 50 people on this boat and we still had a little bit left over. All right, so I'm gonna make sure this is kind of like soft like that. And then I'm gonna take a paper towel and clean it up. So tonight's event, I have no idea how many people will be there, but I'm sure it'll be over 30. So that's why we're going ham with how many. Okay. And then for the board itself, you can clean it or set it or like make it so it's like food prepped. They have some food prep stuff on how to do that on Amazon is what I use. It's just like it's like an oil, but it sanitizes and preps the board so it doesn't pull the paint out, which again, you can get that on Amazon. Okay, so now, like I said, I'll just start filling the board with what we have. I tend to start with the cheeses or the bigger things because that's kind of an easier way to figure out how much room we have left on things. And then I move from like size and then color. So we have cheese here, so I'll do the cheese over here. And then an easy little trick is if your thing looks ugly, just flip it. Again, I apologize if I can't read your guys' comments, but you guys have asked for us to do this for so long. All right, we got some really cute Valentine's Day cupcakes that I did not make by hand. Aren't these cute? And we'll use these along here. I'll do probably 3 and 3. Because it's all about taking up space, but it's also about separating your colors. Because you don't want too much white in one area, you don't want too much red in one area, and also when you're buying for your board, keep track of like your colors. For example, I was gonna do some red bell peppers in tonight's board, but I was like, you know what, we already have a lot of red. That might just overpower the board with the red color, so we didn't go for that. All right, and then these guys we've been making, I've made these for you guys a ton. It's a little cherry tomato, a little piece of basil, and then a little mozzarella ball that you can literally buy this size. I have it in the cherry size. So we're gonna take these and then we'll use these kind of around as well. You can make the rest of them, it's fine on me. Maybe just, I'll make one on there with them. Okay. But these are really nice because they're a good filler. But they're also, I love the colors with the red and the green. And I have done them on bigger skewers before, but I feel like the smaller skewers are better because people tend to eat more of them since they're not so big. They don't feel it's so funny. You make these gorgeous boards and people like feel bad for eating them. I'm like, no. And then you have leftovers. You're like, don't feel bad, please eat them. So again, keeping things in color separated. And I also tried to do like a variety of like veggies, a fruit, meat, cheese. You want a fun variety of flavor and all the food groups. I also try to be careful of what touches what because I'm weird like that.
Here's 2 more.
Okay. So we're not being able to see your guys' comments.
Do you want to make one?
Yeah, sure. I think I'll just make one and then we're good.
Yeah. And we're out of them.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so how to make it is just a toothpick, stab your cherry tomato, take a little piece of basil leaf, which again, everything's been washed, stab it, and then take your little mozzarella ball and stab it on there too. This is also an easy thing that you can have just like alone by itself, would be an easy little appetizer to bring. All right, so now mixing in these colors. So again, we've already pre-cut everything. We have some red strawberries, and then we also used the cookie cutter on these cucumbers to create these heart shapes right here. So with these, I think I'll put here, and maybe, maybe right here. And then we use 2 different size heart shapes, which are fun. And then once you start to like do this, where you're like, okay, I have a lot of fruits, I have a lot of veggies, then I'll switch to the meat. And I will show you guys how to fold meat. Cucumbers, and then let's do some meat. Okay, so this meat is always a huge hit. It's these little tiny salamis. They're really yummy. If you want to help me open some packets. Oh yeah, will you open one? Put some strawberries some places. And then how to transport it. I have a feeling that's gonna be a question. I usually wrap it in saran wrap. I'm not sure if I'll do that with you guys, but we'll see. It's kind of a process. I'll wrap it in saran wrap over and over and over, and then it fits in the trunk of my car. And then again, with your meat, I tend to like to stick it near the cheese because that's something that I don't mind if it touches. So we'll just separate all of this into little clumps, little chunks. And I feel like when things are separated like this, they tend to get eaten faster because they're like, ooh, it's over here. Some crackers. These little crackers are one of my favorites to get. I have extras from my last board that I did. They're these little tiny wafers. And these are nice because they take up a good amount of room. Plus they're really tasty with the meat and the cheese. And then when doing this, don't ever be afraid to move things. If you're like, ooh, that actually doesn't look good there. As you start to fill the board, you can kind of see like that difference. This whole board costed me $125 for everything that you're seeing that goes on it. So if you're thinking, oh my gosh, it's probably so much money to feed 50 people, it's actually really affordable to have a cheese board like this to feed that many people. 125 to feed up to 50. I mean, how much do you spend when you go to dinner with your family? Always $100. Me and Ryan always talk about that. It's always $100 when we go out to eat. So 125 is not bad. Alexa, say hello.
Hi.
Okay. Might move some of those around, but we'll see. Oh, will you get me the cup to do the roses? Oh, already on it. Okay, so how to do your roses. I'm sure this is like half the reason you guys are here. So you want a champagne flute that's not super duper narrow. You want like kind of a medium shaped champagne flute. And then it takes about 6 salamis. You're gonna want the regular kind, not the spiced rim. And then what you're gonna do is you just place them here on the lip, about half in, half out like this. And then you just fold it over. Once it's covered, then you do it over the sides. People on YouTube are like, who's that man and why is he going in that room? You're fine. You'll be a YouTube star.
Kids are bothering me.
It's fine. Okay, and then you want to push down like this, like on the rim, to get it to really fold. And then you'll kind of like turn this out and you'll get this really pretty rose. So that's one way to do it. And then when you're doing these roses, you tend to want to kind of shove them in there. Okay, so another way to do it is, I guess I can do it on
Do
the
you want
board.
the
I was gonna do it on a plate. Can I have just a regular plate? I'll do another rose.
paper plate or
Yeah, just paper plate.
do you want the toothpicks too?
Oh yeah, I might as well, just in case. So there's 3, like so. And then you'll do another 3. So 1, 2. Actually, I think that might be good. Depends kind of how you layer them. And then push, 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 and then spin. And sometimes you'll need to do it over. Sometimes they're a pain in the booty, but you'll kind of learn as you go. And then how to do another type of rose. Here's a paper plate, can you see? You will layer them. So you're gonna go about half, half, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try 5. And then you'll fold it, all of them in half, like this. Kind of push, turn your plate, and then you're just gonna roll all of them together. It's kind of hard reaching. Tighter you roll it, the tighter the rose looks. And then you can kind of fold in half, fold in half. And then you can always use toothpicks, and you can kind of use your fingers to spread it open. And there we have another really pretty rose that we'll shove. Maybe, I'm gonna use a toothpick into this rose. And I'll probably do another rose here so it doesn't look so random. All right, another really easy way and save money is to get these little meat things that have multiple meats in them. So this one has Italian dry salami, prosciutto, dry coppa, and black pepper coated Italian dry salami. And we're going to use most of it. So with these, what you can do a couple different things. So you could still make roses out of this. We'll do 5. And then again, you're gonna fold. These are kind of easier because they're kind of more sticky. And then we'll just roll. Like that. We'll kind of shove it at an angle. Okay, and then another way to fold your meat is called a river. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna fold it in half, then fold it in half again. Take another one, do the same thing, fold in half again, and then you're going to take them and you're going to put them inside one another, like this. And then as you do this, and when you put them on, it kind of gives you like a river vibe. So again, setting it next. And then we'll use this around this guy. Toothpicks are always your friend to stab so things stay. When things start warming up, like the meats and the cheeses, everything kind of has a tendency to stay a little bit better. So if you're doing this and things are unfolding, don't panic. It will start to stay. But when in doubt, you could use a toothpick. But I like doing these little river ones with this spicier salami as the pepper on top because it gives you more of a textured look. You could always break these Q-tips in half and stab on this side to keep. And we'll keep going on the other side. Doing these cheese boards takes me about an hour to make. And that's not including prep. No, I guess like 40 minutes, right? 40 minutes with not including prep?
Yeah. And depending on the size too.
Yeah, that's true, and the size. So this one might take me a little bit longer, but no. Could you open those other crackers for me? Oh, the pretzels. Maybe I'll do the pretzels next. Yes, I'm done with the jelly. It's always really helpful when someone's here to help you clean up too, because that's definitely part of it takes forever. So if you are just now tuning in, we're folding our meat. So we're going in half and half again. And then you can even just set it next to it. It'll give a different vibe, it'll give a different look if you run out of salami. So another way is, see how we folded these? We're gonna take another and fold it with it. And so now you have a whole nother look. And then you'll just keep layering it. And I'm sorry if you can't see that well. Trying to get the whole board in here and me, but I promise I will post a picture of how it looks when it's finished. And then what you could do is you can always shift things too, so it looks like it takes up more room. And like I said, we're gonna just move things around. So we're gonna use those heart-shaped, what are these called? Cucumbers. Over on this side, cover a little bit of that. And then use this Q-tip, toothpick. Don't put Q-tips on your board. And stab that. There. And don't worry, people never eat the Q-tips, the toothpicks, because people are picking to put it on their plate. So people are like, oh my gosh, you're gonna kill someone. Now let's do more red. Like I said, you just kind of bounce between what your colors are. And then you don't want too much meat in one area, you don't want too many crackers in another. So you'll kind of like just fidget around with your goods. And then filling in all the holes, all the little tiny gaps. And that's part of it too, is like making sure that you don't really have a lot of gaps, because that's when things start to look really pretty. Let's do the cookies, because those are gonna take a lot of room. Got some black olives.
I'm gonna set them on the stove, just so you have, or do you want me to just put them, where did I put them at? What's these? On the stove.
Wherever works. And then as far as like how much to buy of some things, you get better as you go, as you make more and more of these. I'm gonna wash my hands with soap and water after touching the sliminess. I have my new kitchen towel. And then for these cookies, we bought plain heart-shaped cookies, and then we used frosting on them to create these like really pretty ones. So we have these little heart-shaped, oh good, they're hard. Yay. And I want to use them, kind of mix up the colors. How cute are these? Perfect. I think I should do by the cupcakes. Probably not. This will be a good gap filler.
Yep.
Where else? Maybe here?
Right
Even
there.
though we're kind of next to the cupcakes?
You'll be next to them either way.
True.
It'll be cute.
Okay. Maybe I won't do pink in the front. I'll do pink in the back since these are pink.
Yeah.
So again, keeping your colors separated always makes everything look cuter. What color is that one? This one? Cute. All right, kids can have those ones. All right, we have another cheese. This is one of my favorites. This is like a goat cheese. We're gonna put it right next to this meat. Let's do some honey. Will you heat up a knife for me or a fork?
Yeah.
All right, so I have these like pretzel chips that which I thought were gonna be super yummy. So we'll use those kind of like around this cheese and around here. It's kind of fun watching it all come together when you're done. Because like right now I'm like, oh, we have so much room, it's not really cute. And then all of a sudden it like fully comes together when you're finishing up and things are like moving around too much. Okay. Leave those for now. Okay. Yes. Good. I'm gonna have some honeycomb. It's so yummy. And then we have a hot knife. Probably like that much. Honey, always a pain in the butt to work with. Ooh, where am I setting this? I'm gonna set it right here. Okay, good?
I like.
Thank you.
You're
Okay, more roses. So again, with roses, you just have a champagne flute and you'll just kind of do 3 that cover the entire glass, and then you'll do 2 to 3 more over those edges and then kind of press, 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 and then push into your palm and then take out and then set down immediately and shove it somewhere. See if we could do one with these. No, probably not. Okay, with these, let's go ahead and do another one. So I'll kind of roll it and twist it. And then put these somewhere else. The fun thing about doing with the meat is like there's no wrong way to fold it. As long as you're just not like throwing it on your board, it's kind of fun. It'll always look fun, is what I should say. So I've never folded it before like this, but you can kind of like, almost like shift a rose. As long as you shove it in good enough, it'll stay. A lot of shoving in this, in this life. Stuffing, shoving, poking, stabbing. It's an aggressive cheese board for girls. I just looked at the time. Okay, you can always add more meat too with these. You don't have to do exactly 4 to 5, 6 pieces. You can add as many as you want. The more roses or the more salamis you use, the bigger and fluffier looking the rose is. So sometimes it's kind of fun to do like big roses, which require anywhere from 8 to 10 pieces of salami. But the key part is to make sure that you have a good base, meaning that you have that first 3 in there. Trying to see what else I had. Okay, we have some raspberries, which I think I'm done with the champagne fruit. Yeah, I am.
good.
Yeah. Do some raspberries here to separate the red. And then maybe some raspberries here. Wish we could play music. Dang Facebook. I think that's good, right?
Yeah.
Not a lot of red. I think we'll need the
And then
rest
you
of
have
those.
the Red roses.
Anyway, the red roses. Okay. And then let's do white. So I have these little yogurt clusters, so yummy. Let's do these right here. Using a lot of like the treats like cookies and stuff like that always kind of makes it a little bit hard when using other things on it, just because you don't want it touching too much because it's kind of gross. In my opinion, it's gross. Doing a honey covered strawberry. I guess that's not gross.
It's actually really good.
Yeah. honey covered yogurt pretzel, not that great.
Ooh.
Let's see what else we got. Okay, ooh, these are like one of my favorite things to have. These are macaroon almonds. Is that how you say them? They're fried in olive oil. They're so yummy. So let's do these over here. These are like really salty. So that's another thing too, flavor wise, when you're doing a board like this, is having things of multiple, like you have salty, you have sweet, you have all the flavors. But these are so delicious. I'm gonna use all of them. Are you looking at comments?
Yeah.
Do we have anything good?
Oh, great. Beautiful.
What?
All positive.
Oh, okay.
No.
I thought you were being sarcastic. Washing my hands again. Soap and water. Using a new towel. Okay. Now the rest of the meat. So these are never really pretty. It's this meat. What is this called? Prosciutto. In my experience, I'm sure there's cuter ways to do it, but with me, I just like grab each individual slice and I'll kind of ball it up and then we'll place it. And it's kind of funny because when you do ball it up, it almost kind of looks like a rose. More like a carnation. An unperfect rose. So we're just gonna peel, ball, and place. Prosciutto is a really good thing to have on a board. One, because it's delicious, and two, it takes up a lot of room, and you can kind of separate it really easily. Which separating is always a good thing, because when people are like picking at your charcuterie boards, you want them to like be eating a lot of different things, because you don't want everyone congregating to one area. Like all the meat is over here, you know? All right, let's see how we want to fold these. Let's do those roses. So again, we're just gonna take this meat and layer it like this, half and half and half, halfway. We have 4, we have 5. See if I can do this without using a plate. Fold it in half and then roll. I can. Look at the talent.
Not bad.
Pure talent. Where are we missing some meat? And then if you ever have extra, you could always fold in half and half. And then you have more of a rose looking. Set that over there because it's pretty. Okay. Now let's use more crackers. We're gonna use these different ones. I might need more of something.
Okay.
Let's do more cookies actually, that'll take up room.
That's cute.
Sorry, kids. I was like, you can have some if mommy doesn't use them all. My bad. We need the room. More crackers. Oh, I have that other meat in the meat drawer. crackers are always easy to fill, fill voids. Use the rest of these strawberries right here. What did you say I have more of?
The purple cheese.
Oh,
The
I
wine cheese.
totally forgot.
That'll be
Yay, that's super cool. Okay, so cheeses, finding other cheeses that are different colors. We found this one, I forget the name of it, but it's purple. So we cut it and then cut it in half. So I'm gonna take the remnants of that and let's plop it over here where all this meat is. And then let's use this. Okay, so there's so many fun ways that you can place cheese on a board like this. You can either fan it out like this, which is so pretty. So let's do that. We'll fan some out here. And then, like I said, as everything kind of like heats up, not so cold, it makes it a little bit easier to like place.
And then how many people would this feed?
Up anywhere from like 30 to I've fed 50. So it really just depends on who's there. Like if it's a bunch of dads, probably 20. If it's a bunch of kids, probably 60. If it's a bunch of moms like tonight, probably around 35-ish. It also depends how hungry your group is. Okay, I have these white pretzels we're gonna use. I could use these in here. Let's do some crackers in between here. Okay. What else we got? Oh, where's that meat? Oh, right here. Yes. Okay, I also have this. This is another just type of, how do you say it? Capicola.
Yep.
All right, and it's been in the fridge, so it's a little hard. But we'll basically peel it. I'm not gonna do roses with this. I want this to take up as much room as possible. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fold it in half and then we're gonna fold it like so. And like I said, the harder or the colder things are, the harder they are to manipulate and the faster they are to unfold. So have patience.
Looks pretty.
Yeah, that's cute, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's put these over. I don't think I have any meat over here, so let's, I guess, do it here. One. I think I did 3. That took up a good amount of room. 3, and then fold, and then fan. Fold in half. Fan it again. Fold in half. Fan. Like so, and then let's place some over here. Probably is gonna, yep, unfold, but it's fine. Okay. Let's do some here. Let's do some raspberries. Maybe like right here.
Yeah.
I'm missing some red. It's amazing how much food fits on this board. I usually overbuy. I think I underbought this time. Would you agree?
Yeah.
I'm like
I
shocked.
would do.
We're just gonna have to fill it in with a bunch of crackers. But I feel like there's never enough crackers, so it kind of works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Cracker time!
What did you get on this?
I know, what can I put there?
I feel like we could put some of those.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, crackers are the perfect thing to fill in all of your little tiny gaps, like this. But these are fun because you can like align them. Ooh, I can make this sit up a little and then use this to hold it. Should have bought the bell peppers.
You have carrots in there. Baby
Oh,
carrots.
okay, let's
If
do
you
that.
wanna pop. Okay.
Yeah, let's do some carrots. I'm pulling things out. Okay. Because that would be cute here.
And they are pretty much stressed.
Oh, I should do the blueberries because, or the blueberries, what am I saying? The gummy bears because of that.
There we go.
That helped.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the color.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna use a few over here too because this looks a little sad. Okay. Always could use a veggie and then maybe do pretzels right there. Should have got green olives. That would have been a good idea. Do I have green olives?
I don't actually. You do not.
What else I got in there?
Pickles.
I don't think I should put pickles on it.
No.
Okay.
That's about it.
All right, no worries.
Yep, someone said green olives.
I know, should have got
Next
green olives.
time.
I almost did too. I was at the store and I was like, nah. I've been making, I was telling Alexa, I've been making my smaller boards a lot lately because the bigger boards just feed so many people. And I haven't done a big board in over a year, so I'm a little rusty on.
And then questions about how much the whole board was.
$125. It's whole board, but honestly, like since I've added the carrots, what else did I add from my own supply? That's like it, right? So how much is a bag of carrots? $3. So $128. But the entire board, everything you see here, actually the cookies we didn't pay for. So how much are the cookies? $6?
Probably.
Less than $150 will feed all of these peeps. All right, and there we have it. There's our finished board. What do you guys think? I love the colors. The colors are so pretty. One final touch that I will do, and you're not allowed to come for me, because when you go to restaurants, they put flowers on your stuff. So, no mean comments about flowers, because they really do make a big difference. I got these little red carnations, and we're just gonna stuff them around. I'm not gonna shove them in any food, so don't you worry. But it just makes it a little bit more festive and pretty. Let me know where you think I should put them.
A pop over here.
That's pretty.
Doubled up.
Yeah, I think double will look better. Should I do 3 right there? Is that too much? Yeah,
Kind
kinda.
of too much, yeah.
Anywhere else?
Feel like.
It's kind of good. Okay. Donate the flowers. All right, there we have it. We are all done, friends. There is our really, really pretty under $150 board of meats and cheeses and desserts and vegetables and fruit, all of your main food groups all together. Thank you guys for watching me, and I am timing it, and it took me 45 minutes to do this. So 45 minutes plus prep took another 20, so about an hour. Less than $150 will feed anywhere from 25 to 50 people, depending on who's there and how hungry they are. But I will report back on how many people show up, and then I will take a picture on what it looks like after everyone devours it. So thank you so much for watching. Again, I will tag my shirt and my board and all of the accessories that you see on the board, like the bowl, also all the little knives that I will place on the board for people to use. I will have everything linked on my Like to Know It, which is a free app. You go to Like to Know It, it's a free app, and you'll follow me there, Rhea Hope, and that's where you can find everything that you see on the board and on me. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for encouraging me to do this live. I know it wasn't makeup or hair or fashion, so hopefully you guys liked it. Go ahead and click that share button in your bottom left-hand corner. That always helps me out so much. Just sharing about my page and about me. So hopefully you'll tag your friends in the comments, tell them to watch, and share this on your Facebook wall. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you later.